One of the most challenging parts about buying a Tesla is when is the best time to buy your Tesla. Well, new changes to the rates and deals ending soon make that decision a little more complicated. We're going to go over is now the best time to buy with all of the changes happening. Let's go over that and more in today's video. Tesla is unique, and this might sound like your situation. I was in the market for a new car and not knowing anything about Tesla, I stumbled upon YouTube videos like you're watching right now. I picked up my Model 3 rear-wheel drive in 2021 and put 55,000 miles on it and have been covering Tesla ever since. Well, I did not know when was the best time to buy my Tesla back then. I'm going to share what I've learned and some new changes that Tesla just made that'll influence your decision. Let's go over it. Financing is a big part about buying any vehicle, and did you know when it comes to Tesla financing, it's really difficult to say what deal you're going to get, and sometimes the low financing. Tesla previously had a 0.99% financing for the Model 3 and Model Y, while sometimes you have as little as 10 days to take advantage of those rates. What do I mean? Did you know that every Model Y received a 0.99% financing rate only for a matter of weeks, extending from the 10th to the 31st of May for 36 to 72 month financing options for the Model Y. So if you didn't catch a Model Y in those few weeks, you were out of luck. Also, did you know that back in June for the Model 3 rear-wheel drive and long range, if you're financing for 36 months, you got 1.99% financing, and that was a drastic decrease from the former 6.39%, and you had 10 days to take advantage of that deal before it vanished. We are in one of those windows right now. If you place your order before August 31st and take delivery by September 30th, you will now get a 1.99% financing term for 36 to 72 month deliveries of Model 3s and Model Ys. Something to keep in mind, this does not apply to the rear-wheel drive base model Model 3. It does apply for the long-range rear-wheel drive, a new trim that Tesla added not long ago, and it does apply to all Model Ys. So let's compare, is now the best time to order, or should you wait? And if you do, what are you going to get? Both the 3 and the Y have 1.99% financing, again for a limited time. Number 2, the Model 3, the big advantage is Quicksilver was just added to the Model 3, but if we look at historic prices, if you order the Model 3 Performance with the Quicksilver, that disqualifies that particular trim for the EV tax credit. Low financing is great, but is now the best time to buy based on the price of the actual vehicles. Well, we have seen a typical trend that Tesla does when they announce new trims like the Model 3 Performance I just spoke about. They listed that price at $52,990, and then over the past few months, as demand grew and word got out, they increased the price $2,000. So again, if you add Quicksilver, that $2,000 cost will increase the price over $55,000, disqualifying that specific combo for the $7,500 federal EV tax credit. Now might be the best time to buy a Model Y. Did you know that last year the Model Y was the best-selling vehicle worldwide, EV or gas, and it is the most American-made vehicle, with 70% of its components coming from the US or Canada. A typical Tesla move is this: they introduce a vehicle, again that Model 3 Performance example, and then slowly increase the price. That is possible. Also, the perks end. Like we just spoke about, financing is ending soon, and 3 months of free supercharging. already ended. So you can see by waiting when these incentives roll out, they try to give you a lot up front and then slowly those incentives expire. So here's what is left. New information just came out. Did you know that a Tesla is the lowest cost maintenance vehicle to own? The 1 to 5 year cost of maintenance is $580. Of course, not including charging, that's just the maintenance. The 6 to 10 year cost of ownership is $3,455. Promotional financing and new colors in the Model 3 and the most American made car and the #1 demand car worldwide, the Model Y. Well, what's another reason to buy right now? Well, at least for the Model 3, there is a complete refresh in that Model 3 Highland, whereas the Model Y, you're going to get something if you wait. The new Juniper refresh, as it's been called, is slated to come out, many expect next year, but you could get some great deals right now on the 1.99% financing and inventory vehicles if you take delivery right now. A reason to buy, in addition to the software updates that make your Tesla better and better over time, Tesla just came out with a new karaoke device. If you're someone that goes on road trips, if you expect to have a lot of passengers or friends in your car, the new karaoke microphone just came out where it integrates to your screen. So now for the first time, if you take delivery, you can have even more fun and entertainment in your Tesla. Did you know that Tesla is trying to make it the best time to buy? They made it even easier to understand, does my vehicle qualify for the EV tax credit? We have to talk about that because it is $7,500 that all Model Ys get. And did you know that all Model 3s minus the standard range rear-wheel drive also qualify? But if you wanted to remove that cost from your savings estimator, now Tesla has a brand new order configuration page, so you can simply see what is my monthly payment, and then if you would like, you can add on the gas savings and then the $7,500 savings as well. So I like this because it is more transparency if you want to see with those promotional rates what your car payment will be. So something new to factor in as you decide when is the best time to buy. After making all of these videos, I have two main things that I want to tell you if you're thinking about buying a Tesla. Number one, of course, factor in all of those incentives, the financing and more, but also with that, you want to test drive the vehicle. A lot of people watch videos, which is greatly appreciated, but there's no way to really experience that Tesla acceleration, regenerative braking, and more if you've never driven a Tesla. Tesla is now offering demos of all vehicles, including the Cybertruck. So I definitely recommend that. It's a great way to see if the Model 3 is right for you, being smaller and more agile, or if you would like the space and traction of a Model Y. And I tell you this from personal experience. I have a 3 and my twin brother has a Model Y, and there's really no way to know how much of a difference the size makes. And also this roof up here is completely frameless in the Model Y, whereas the Model 3s have a bar in the middle of the glass roof. So something, a small factor you notice in person, I would definitely recommend a test drive. And number two, if this is going to be your first electric vehicle and first Tesla, Tesla has some great resources to help you choose based on mileage and needs which model is right for you. But my recommendation is to go into Google Maps or what have you and plug in your typical locations like your work, some shopping centers that you run errands to, and see on a daily basis really how much mileage do you really need. You'll be surprised at how far a distance you can go. This Model 3 standard range is one of the lowest mileage makes that Tesla has, and this is my daily driver, and I've never been concerned with range anxiety. So I encourage you to do that mileage exercise and really see on paper, how many miles do I really need? No matter if it's a Model 3 or a Model Y, one of my biggest regrets was not getting the Tesla I really wanted. There is no perfect time to buy a Tesla because features are going to change. They're going to come out with a refresh every so many years. But what I will tell you is if the financing is low, that does not come around every single month. We saw it before at a 0.99%, and it was very, very temporary. So if you're looking right now and you're seeing these low rates, I would highly, highly recommend it may be the best time to buy simply based on that promotional financing. Please make sure to buy accessories. You're going to need them. A screen protector is the #1 sold accessory that I have recommended. My recommendations are linked down in this video's description. If you have a kiddo like I do and they chuck a toy and it hits your screen, or if you simply want to prevent fingerprints, get floor mats as well. You don't want to carry a boot full of mud into your brand new Tesla. Just simple things like that. Again, they're all linked down below. The only way I know that you liked this video is to drop a like and consider subscribing if you're thinking about buying a Tesla and you want to stay in the know, or if you're going to wait on your purchase and want to learn about new updates coming down the road. As always, this is Matt from Frunk to Trunk. We will see you in the next video.